That is the funny truth. Like that, but go ahead. You want to do the intro?
I thought, is it my turn to do the
Yeah,
intro?
it's somebody's turn.
Oh, fuck.
It's somebody's turn.
Okay, well, it's the Funny Truth Podcast. Adam J, my co-host.
Gatsby.
And who's our guest today?
Hi, I'm DJ Sandhu.
Jason.
It's true.
Perfect.
This dude was just staring at his phone for like the first. He just like turned it on.
Yeah.
He's like, here we go.
I'm serious. I'm just fighting this food coma.
Yeah.
Put me out.
Yeah, we forced him to be on here. He's like, no, please, I don't like this, but
Please, no cameras.
man. So we're shooting in Tucson right now because we're doing shows. We're staying at the house that they provide us with from Laffs Comedy Club. Met DJ Sandhu yesterday. No idea who he was. Turns out we know a lot of the same people. Is there
Went
anything?
to Tucson's finest restaurant.
Dude. Yeah, if you ever go to Tucson, Arizona, what's your
Skip out on Elliott's. That place was a bust.
bust?
Damn, that was a bust.
Big time bust. Like, yeah, you looked it up and everything. I mean, we drove like 25 minutes to get there too. Like, that was the one.
And it was 3 miles away.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going back there. But I didn't want to go to Cobra. That place looked dope.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's the second Cobra. There's another one in Phoenix as well, too.
Oh, it's the same one.
Yeah.
Is that downtown Phoenix?
Downtown Phoenix,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've been there.
Is it a club?
That's coin op, like arcade.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
In a bar.
With
In a bar.
alcohol?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
like
I don't go
like
places-
Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah, I don't go places that don't have alcohol. That's foolish.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
not what I'm here for.
Yeah, it took some growing up to realize why they serve beer at Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Like, no way I could do that.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Yeah, it's like your bit. Was it your bit about giving teachers the guns? Like, can you imagine?
Dude, that's a horrible idea.
Right,
That's a horrible idea.
I was the worst in class.
I would have been. I wouldn't be an adult if my teachers had a gun. I'd be fucking dead.
It would have put you out your misery a long time
I would
ago.
have been dead a long time ago. I was such an asshole.
Oh, dude, middle school years were the worst.
So high school, I found out my math teacher's full name and address.
And that's
And-
before like you could probably easily Google it. Or,
Oh yeah, no, this is like 2001. So like,
okay.
I mean, we were still using like AOL minutes that we got from Blockbuster CDs and shit. Like there was no.
Can't relate.
There was no way to really find out. But I got his full name and address, and we had to make like equations or whatever, right? This is trig,
Because math.
and yeah, and so like I made the answer his street number,
God.
and then like the name of the street. Like if it was like Marina or whatever like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it would be like this plus this divided by and then time, and like I made all the letters of his street and then equal the street number, and put that up on the board as a practice question for the test that we got coming up. And he's like, "That's enough. We're done." And I was like, "What? Why?" I'm like, "These are just random letters and numbers.
Yeah.
You got to let the students solve."
I'm just doing trig, bro.
And, dude, he would have shot me dead. You understand? Like,
That's so foul, though. You doxed him.
dude, fucking hell heavy. And like, nobody else knew what was happening. It was just me and my
Yeah.
buddy Mike were the only ones.
Yeah.
Like,
But still, it was like, that's next
That's
level
devious.
shit.
it was
Yeah.
so horrible. That guy hated me.
Yeah.
But
It's always satisfying when you can make like a substitute teacher cry.
No, man, I always felt bad for subs.
Oh,
Subs
I was relentless, man.
But also like the subs that like try to give a shit. It's like, stop,
Right.
dude. Just
Wow.
pay your rent, go home. Like,
you're not my real dad.
yeah, exactly. Like, chill out. You don't respect me. I don't respect you. Let's not do this dance.
And there'd be like this the subs that you'd get. You'd be like, you walk into class, oh, it's him today. We had this guy named Coach, this black dude. He was like, he'd always talk about like how he was a track state champion and shit. Like, you just ask him like one question, he just start going off for 30 minutes about like his past. Class is over.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Did he actually coach?
he called himself coach, but no, he wasn't like
That's what I'm wondering. I'm like, did
I
you
think-
that was like a self-given?
self-given. Yeah, like, hey, coach. He's like, but you can call me coach. He always wore the tracksuit every day, like the matching tracksuit.
I always wonder, like, who is that person when he goes home? Like, is he still coach?
After
Like,
he takes the tracksuit off.
fucking Thanksgiving, he's just still coach.
Who am I?
Like, imagine being his wedding date.
He just looks himself in the mirror like, I don't
Like,
even know who I am anymore.
Like that, baby?
So when we're kids, we don't even realize like these like
Yeah.
these
These
people
are
have whole ass lives outside of school.
Real broken people usually too.
Who the fuck are they when they go home?
Alcoholics.
Is he still like? Is he still just in character the whole time? That's
Yo,
got to be exhausting.
That's terrible. You have to go up there and act every single day.
That's terrible, man.
But I think there's like some shades of like mental, like some sort of like dementia or like Alzheimer's, because it's just like, I think he thought he was like back in the 80s.
Oh yeah,
when he was in
absolutely.
there.
Jesus.
There has to be. Like, there's no. First of all, like, no sane, logical person wants to be known as coach. Like,
No.
and
No,
like,
he would wear like a state championship ring too.
and there's no need to
From
be
Jostens.
Like, and unless you're Italian, there's no need to be in a tracksuit ever.
Italian or black.
Even when you're on the track, nobody on the track wears a tracksuit.
That's so true.
No, they take it off
Yeah,
before you.
immediately.
Yeah, so it's kind of like false advertising.
Yeah.
It's like stolen glory.
Stolen valor.
Stolen valor.
So
yeah.
yeah, that's what it is. Stolen valor.
But I mean, you could just move anywhere and just say whatever the fuck you want about yourself, right? Like,
I mean, really. I mean, maybe that's what he did one day. He was just
I
like,
would.
you know what?
if I was a substitute teacher, like, I'd have a different story for every school I went to. Like, I'd be a completely different human. I'd be like Roger from fucking American Dad.
Yeah.
I just have like 9 families.
That's awesome.
I was the one pilot who survived 9/11. I've changed.
I had was a sociology teacher or something like that in when I was in community college. The first day he's like, yeah, I served in the Army. I was in Desert Storm. I have killed before. I will kill again.
Oh my god.
And I was like,
This is
What
a-
kind of tone are you trying to?
dog, this is sociology. Like,
Yeah.
what do you think is gonna happen?
What do you think we're doing here?
So this guy was so intense, man. Like, everything was just so serious.
No reason.
It's like yeah. That was like when we were talking about to Anthony, and I was telling him that I had an English teacher like that. He was like one of the new football coaches, and he was like acting all tough and shit like the first day. And it's just like, but Anthony thought we were talking about English. He's like, why is an English guy coaching football? He thought we were talking about like British English.
He was like, yeah,
I didn't
I
even
had
get it. I
English-
was like, why is it so funny to you, bro?
Yeah, I had to like stop. I was like, wait, there's something missing here.
Yeah, for real. His dots haven't connected.
Yeah.
Hey, that's offensive, dude.
We had one, oh yeah, my history teacher. Like, once I got out of high school, I was dating this girl in college, and she would be waiting for me at the bookstore right by the bar I worked at, and just like working on her homework or whatever. And she'd be like, yeah, I made friends with this older dude, blah, blah, whatever. And then she was like, hey, this older dude's getting kind of like a little weird. And she's like, she's at the bar top, and then he walks in, and I was like, hey, Mr. Harper. And she's like, that's the fucking guy. I was like, wait, word?
Yeah.
Like, my old high school teacher started stalking my girlfriend.
Oh yeah. Old high school teachers talking to your girlfriend?
Dude,
What?
This guy was on her, like super on her. Like, he like followed her to the bathroom at a Borders Books.
Shout out Borders. I miss Borders, man.
Borders was the shit, man.
That's where I used to like spend all my Christmas money was Borders.
Oh, we just used to sit in the magazine aisle
did
and just
you-
stare at the FHM.
Do you ever
Yeah.
do you ever remember?
Go through that
Because I was a big like I wasn't like the kid who dressed up as Harry Potter and went to Harry Potter movies, but I loved the Harry Potter movies. I
I've
loved
never
those.
seen or read a single one.
Oh, I loved it. I was into it. They used to sell like, so you're not familiar with the movie. They had like these jelly beans that were like some were shit flavors, like
Oh yeah,
fucking-
yeah, yeah. Like,
and-
there was like boogers.
yeah,
and,
and
yeah. I
black
remember
pepper,
those.
vomit, and it tasted
Yeah.
like it, bro. Like the vomit made you want to vomit. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
But I remember I would buy those from Borders every time I was there, and I like took them to school one day. Gave some kid like, yo, you want some jelly beans?
Give 'em the
Kids
nasty ones.
started puking. I got like in trouble and shit. They're like, do you know what you've done? I was like, I know absolutely what I've done. So proud of myself.
Made him throw up.
Dude,
King.
Dude, that was another funny school memory. Is do you remember Captain Underpants books?
Yeah.
You might be too old.
Yeah, I'm too old for that.
But there's this one of the books like we'd have like
You didn't have to say it like that though, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
Jesus Christ.
Well,
I know you're too old.
well, you said a Blockbuster CD. I'm like, okay, different time frames.
It's okay, I see what I'm working
You
with
could
here
be
now.
25, you
Yeah,
could be
for real.
45. Dude, I don't know.
Your internet has been disconnected from the wall your whole life. Like,
No, I still was alive during like
Did you hear the noise, the dial-up noise?
yeah, when like someone would be on the phone, you couldn't get on the internet and vice
yeah,
versa.
yeah.
We still had that. We were like the last family I knew to like switch over to high
we
speed.
had net zero forever.
Yeah.
We just had to deal with advertisements in the middle of our searches all the time.
That's so crazy.
But this Captain Underpants book, it said in like one of the chapters, we had silent reading time, like in 6th grade.
Yeah, which was just nap time.
Right, the teacher's just there, just fucking off, probably like
For us dyslexic, it was just
trying to fill the void of her divorce. Anyways, there's one part in the book that says like, it's like a comic book, and it's like there's an explosion that says yell kabloosh as loud as you can and shake the book violently, and don't worry, you won't get in trouble. I was like, bad.
word.
Like,
Damn.
I did it and threw the
Gotta
book on the
haul
floor,
fast.
dude. This kid fell out of his chair, and the teacher was like, Jesus Christ. Fucking.
They knew exactly what they were doing.
And then like at the end of the book, it was like, if you did get in trouble, we're very sorry. Write us a letter, and we'll send you some stuff.
Fuck, man.
was like-
That's what I love about Cards Against Humanity.
Uh-huh.
It says like, if you have any problems
Oh
with
my
this,
God.
send all complaints to, and it has Dick Cheney's address.
Dude, I always hate games. I don't. Cards Against Humanity is one of those couples nights games. It fucking pisses me off. I hate couples game
Dude,
night.
I love that shit.
Well, I'm sure you do.
I love that because like all it is knowing how to read your audience.
Well, sure.
It's like, oh, this guy's gonna like. This guy's gonna like the rapiest thing possible. This girl's
Don't
gonna
point at
like
me
the
when you
most
say that.
racist
Oh, dude.
thing.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
This one's gonna like the goofiest, silliest one. And
Well,
like,
yeah, because there's one of these games. I don't know. I don't think it was Cards Against Humanity, but it was something similar where it's like, time to open up that box of secrets, and it's like, or it's the one where you pick something and you're like, who's most likely to be this, and like everyone votes, and then you get the card, and so like, oh, dude, I was stirring a pot with everybody, bro, just like, whose significant other doesn't know who the real person is that they're dating, and I was like, they were all like targeting like this one girl because she was like the easy target. I was like, no, I think it's Brandy. And the one girl's like, yeah, actually. And then like, bro, they just start fighting and shit. And I'm just like, yes.
I love going out with a couple when they start fighting.
Oh, dude.
Oh, fucking
Just as
love
long
that
as I
shit.
don't have to ride back.
Oh no, I'm here for it, man. I want to.
Kill us all.
I want to be there for every step of it. Like I'm sitting there, like taking tallies and like keeping score, and be like, that was a good point she just made.
Yeah.
There's one for Brandy.
Do you have a retort?
Girls are really good at fucking hitting you in your weak spots, dude. They're like impeccable at it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because girls aren't really funny. They're just mean.
Whoa. Wow.
yeah. Of course,
of the time.
Of course, the guy
Most of
who's
the time.
off camera is the one that's gonna say that shit.
It's true though. Like
He's just gonna AI my lips.
like the story I was telling you yesterday when I went to like a comedy show and the guy surprised like the producer with like his fiance showing up to like do a roast, and she was only supposed to do like 5 minutes. She had like 15 minutes.
She's like laying into him.
She was like nervous. She's like, I don't want to do this. I don't. But after 2 minutes in, she's like, oh, and then he snores and just started just going,
turn it into her emotional tampon.
dude.
Just listing complaints.
Everyone's just kind of like, oh, fuck. Let's get back to the comedy, dude.
So I was at this bar in Oakland, and waiting for a drink. This couple behind us is just fucking going at it, like
Love it.
just super public, not giving a shit. And the girl I'm with, I'm like, yo, you want to get some free drinks for the rest of the night? And she's like, yeah, what's up? And I just turn around and I go right in between them. And I was like, excuse me, everybody. 5 years ago to this day, I met my girlfriend, my best friend, and I love everything about you, babe, except for your last name. And then I get down on one knee and I'm like, will you allow me to change your last name? And
my
she's
God.
like, oh my God, yes. And this couple that was fighting, we're like, I'm on a knee in between them. And they're like, fucking asshole. And the
That's devious.
rest of the night, everybody's like, congratulations, what do you want to drink? And like, my girl was like, yo, that was horrible. And I was like, yeah, but what, are you going to buy your drinks?
Yeah.
Honestly,
at a principal.
I'm gonna take that into consideration next time I go out.
Oh, it's amazing.
That's genius.
It's fantastic. I do it if I see like if one of my homegirls is getting hit on by a dude and it's like just being really creepy. Like I'll just go over and propose to her and I'll be like, hey, can you take a picture for us? And be like, yeah, cool. And then right when then I'll like get down on her knees. She's like, oh my god, yes, do it. And then he's like, here you go. She's like, fucking thank you.
It's always funny how people are willing to like buy shit like that for you frivolously, but like someone be like, can I buy you a drink? It's like, nah, can you just give me $20?
Yeah,
I could use that.
Yeah.
I need to get
I
home.
need $20 way more than I need.
I need 3 Bud
And then
Lights.
they look at you like you're a piece of shit. Or like I've had someone like try and buy something for someone else. And they're like, no, I don't want. I was like, well, I'll take the one you are going to buy. You're already willing to part with that money. I'll take it.
Yeah, for real.
You know?
You're gonna shell it out.
Unless you're trying to do it to get something out of giving this drink, sir.
I don't know. I have no ulterior motives at all.
Man. I remember I got kicked out of a bar in Oregon. It was like a country bar. It was girls' night, ladies' night. So there's like dollar PBRs, and the girls I was with kept giving them to me, and the bouncer had to come up to me twice. He's like, "Yo, dog, you can't drink those." I was like, "All right," and then drinking another one. Yeah, and he's like, "All right, it's time to go." I'm like, "I'm a female." Didn't work.
No, it never works that way.
No,
Not at a country bar.
Never works that way. Yeah, for real.
not out here, brother. Place was called Bushwhackers.
Yo, the most homophobic places have the gayest.
Right?
They have like the gayest thing going every time.
Oh, for sure, dude. Line dancing.
Mm-mm.
Come on.
Get that gay shit out of
You guys showed up and choreographed how you were gonna dance before everyone showed up tonight.
It's like plus like your jeans are so tight that I can see exactly why you have a lifted truck.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Oh god.
Shit's painted on you, bruh.
I was trying to draw that comparison the other day where like the lifted trucks like for the small dick is like the followers on social media, the likes is kind of like that. Like it's the same kind of thing. Like it doesn't go for everybody, but the people who put all the value into like, oh, look how many followers I have. It's like, okay, but you have no social skills off the internet. Yeah, that's not who you are.
It's weird though, because like that's only that's a male thing. Like there's a male stereotype for genitalia,
Mm-hmm.
but also like the opposite's not true. Like if I showed up a mini, people wouldn't be like, yo, his dick must be massive. Like, look how tiny his car is.
It doesn't work both ways.
No,
like
it's only with the bigger truck.
That's a documentary I was telling you about. The Century of the Self was like they hyperlink basically like making people fall in love with brands and like things. You don't buy something because you need it. You buy it because you'll feel good. You'll feel good about it.
Exactly, and it worked. The truck shit worked.
Oh yeah. Well, they sexualize everything because they like it's based off of Freudian psychology. Like his nephew's the one who was like dude who basically invented PR, and it's just like it makes me laugh. Like I was vegan for like a year and a half, and everyone's like, "Oh, you fucking gay, you fucking pussy." Like it has nothing to do with. You're not a man because you bought that from the deli, bro. You didn't even go hunting. For that,
exactly.
You know? Like, okay.
Dude, like when people are like, you can't dress like a lumberjack and not know how to change a tire. Yeah. It's like your bar for manlyhood is being able to change a tire.
It's
that's
so weird what determines like being like manhood.
Manly thing.
I just like to shop at REI. I like wearing Carhartt. It's nice gear. It's quality stuff.
Just do whatever the fuck you want. Like there's all these rules.
That was like the. So
it's like, dude, like doing laundry and dishes is not a female thing. Like cooking is not a female thing.
It was like
you're a goddamn grown up. Cook, clean,
adult.
That was like
do adult shit.
How that one dude when we were hanging out with my dad and his friend, and I brought this other dude twice my age. I always pick up dudes at bars as friends. You know, it's this random dude that I met at a bar in Mesa. A little bit off, you know. He didn't really fit the crowd we were in. He started talking shit to my dad's friend, who's fucking super nice guy. Was killing. He's super funny. He's just like tries to butt in. He's like, you can't be a forklift driver wearing that. It's like, God damn it, Mac. Fucking just killed the vibe. You just killed the whole vibe.
He's like, who the fuck is this guy? Would you bring a friend and they do something stupid? He's just like, everybody looks at you like, what's up with your guy?
That's how I got banned from Old Town for a little bit.
Oh yeah, he did get banned from Old. He grabbed one of the bottles. We were at a table and he didn't know a person there. I knew like a few people there. And he fucking grabbed the bottle out of the thing and like started pouring himself. And like you're not supposed to do that.
Well, you weren't, but I saw other people doing it, so I was like, I thought you weren't supposed to do this.
For it.
I was like, all right. Yeah, I guess the guy was like a multi-millionaire, and like he was like He's like, who the fuck are you? I was like, fuck you, dude.
What's he tripping off of a little bit of Jameson for then? Like,
It was just. I think it was just a principle.
yeah,
of
the
it. Everybody out
principle.
there flexes.
The principle. Yeah. Yeah, that's the funny thing about the clubs. I don't think many people there make that much money.
not at all.
That's you're spending money on liabilities. I love going to the club if I don't have to pay and it's VIP.
If I don't have a chair, I don't want to be there.
Yeah.
Facts.
Like, if I don't have somewhere to sit,
Big facts.
only time I go is if I'm like behind the DJ booth.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
And like,
And I can actually have my peace of mind and
yeah,
like,
and
Yeah,
I don't
my
have to-
space.
I don't want to be somewhere where I got to scream at the people I'm with, and
Yeah.
they're 6 inches away from me. Like,
Are you having a good time?
I want to yell at you for sure, but like,
Yeah.
I don't want to have to yell at you. You know what I mean? Like,
I've seen the hustle of the club scene though, like that club I was telling you about, the one you hadn't been to that was like on
yeah.
the other side of Old Town.
Oh yeah.
My friend took us out there and like I was sober when we got there. It was like, man, fuck. Just kept smashing the drinks. The girls come over with like the bunny outfits, and their ass cheeks hanging out.
With the
Every
flashers.
5 minutes, like, "No, I don't think I can do that shit. You're not gonna do another shot? I was like, fuck, all right. Smashing them, dude. It was like a black club, and I wore like an American flag tie.
oh joy.
It was just in there. By the end of it, they were like, oh, "This dude's fucking crazy." but my friend and I, the only two white guys in the group, we got kicked out. And that's like, I could see the hustle of it. They just keep pouring you shots until you get too fucked up. And they're like, "All right, you guys gotta go."
Yeah.
And they bring in a new set of people
Yeah,
to take the table. That's what they did.
Mop everybody up.
It's like, bro, what'd you think was gonna happen after 15 shots? That's always funny to me when like I'll go to a wedding or something or a bachelor party and alcohol's free and they're like, "You're not gonna drink." You asked for this.
Exactly.
And then you get the text the next day like, "Hey, bud, not cool." You're like, what'd you think was gonna fucking happen? You know me.
I did a wedding, and like we go to sign the like all the license and all that shit, and I'm the officiant, get everything done, and then like the dad comes over as a witness, and I was like, "Hey guys, we have so many other people here.
Yeah.
Like, we can have anybody do this. I don't think it needs to be." And they're like, "No, it's just a sentiment." I'm like, "Well, I just want to let you know that I was just holding his leg for a keg stand about 20 minutes ago."
Right.
I don't think that Pops is really in a condition to. And he comes over and he's like, "Yeah, it's my daughter," and just like he's doing so good, and then just to be an asshole, just scribbles over the whole thing,
Right.
and then just like starts backing up. And then just puts his arms up and then falls backwards into the pool.
That's like some Jim
In
Leahy.
the
That's some
casino.
Jim Leahy shit.
Dude, just not giving a shit. And
Pure
everybody's like,
slapstick comedy.
"Oh, it's just," yeah, for real, man. It's like just a straight up 80s movie. Like it was like Caddyshack or some shit. Like he just fell back in slow
he's gonna
motion. Just some Rodney Dangerfield ass behavior. And they're like, every time he drinks a little, I'm like, then why the fuck did you give him alcohol today?
Yeah, what the fuck did you think was gonna
You
happen?
should have maybe not let him drink today
Well,
then.
maybe this time is gonna be different.
If it's every time,
Yeah. So I have two modes: drunk and sober.
this is when we were in me and Adam Dominguez were in just the middle of nowhere, Michigan. We do this show and
Was this the recent one? Was it
it's
recently?
about a year ago.
Oh, okay.
We do the show and like this girl's like this older lady, she's hitting on all of us like in a row. She starts off with like the producer and then goes to me and then goes to Adam and then it's like it's her and her homegirl and I'm like, "Hey, we'll let them chill, whatever, cool." She bought all my merch, we're fine. And then her friend just vomits on the floor. And she was like, "Oh no, I didn't drink too much. This just happens every time." And I'm like, "This happens every time you drink too much," right? And like
It's called alcohol poisoning.
she's like, no, I have acid reflux. And I'm like, "No, come on.
Right.
It's me. Come on.
It's you. Shut up, man."
Yeah,
Like,
like-
And don't use the word acid reflux when you're fucking out, dude. Come
Yeah.
on. Oh, my hemorrhoids are really fucking.
yeah, for real.
Flaring up.
It's like, my fibromyalgia is just not conducive to excessive drink. It's like, well, you shouldn't have been drinking, bitch. Like,
Man.
this is a you problem.
I said that.
We all got to deal with
I was
it.
at a. This is again in Old Town. I was like, there's one place in Old Town that's like you can shoot hoops and shit. So we're shooting, and then like they were doing like trivia night and bingo night and shit. And they're like, "What is the number one most searched category of porn. I was like, oh, step siblings for sure.
Yeah.
And then they're like, step siblings. And the girl's like, how the fuck, how'd you know that? I was like, oh, AI, autistic intelligence. And like one girl laughed and the other girl's like, I'm in Autistics Anonymous group. I was like, I was kidding.
Oh, shit.
You're like, ooh.
Autistics Anonymous?
That's not very anonymous, is it?
How's it even anonymous? Like,
They remember everything.
I mean, it doesn't have to be. We know you're autistic.
Yeah, like I don't. Yeah,
So they all get together and like don't have feelings with each other.
do what? Like,
But it's not like you go into this meeting and you're like, okay, I've been doing a real good job hiding this from everybody. It's like, no, motherfucker, like I dropped toothpicks on the floor and you said 172. Like,
You
not hiding it.
tasted what was going to be on those toothpicks later.
yeah,
you guys aren't helping each other.
If anything, they're coming together.
I always think like I don't understand like how you can have like a sex addicts group.
Yeah.
Like, how is that a good idea at all?
Have you ever
Let's put
seen
them all in
Have you ever
one
seen
place.
the
That's a terrible
Have you
idea.
ever seen the South Park episode? You watch South Park?
Yeah, that's a
see-
sex addicts one.
Yeah, it's like with Bill Clinton and like all these other people. And
Oh,
they're like,
yeah,
they're like,
yeah.
what man in their right mind? They're all sitting in like a boardroom.
Yeah.
They're like, what man in their right mind would want to just go out and sleep with a bunch of women and cheat on their wife? They like, look at each other.
Yeah.
Like, they keep saying these things that just like no guy would ever actually say because there's women in the room.
Was it like there was like it was an alien that was
Yeah.
like haunting their thoughts or some shit like that?
Yeah. You could always say the devil if you're from the South. It's the devil.
Oh yeah. No, but they made an alien, like an alien invasion that had like mind control over them or something like that, right?
Oh yeah, I probably.
That's fucking brilliant.
You know, one of my favorite comedians to listen to. You know Lingon Mitra? Do you know who that is?
I haven't met him. I know who you're talking about.
But
But
you,
yeah.
have you ever watched his stuff?
I've seen a few of his clips.
He had a bit when he was at House of Comedy that he did. It was so good. It was like talking about logic. Logic doesn't work, but like using a religion does. Like
Yeah.
like being like with the vaccine. Like it's like, well, this is this is totally against our freedoms, and like doesn't really give us a choice. You're kind of forcing us to. It's like, come on, really? It's like the other side of it. Like, well, in my religion, my God, if I get this vaccination, I'm gonna go to hell. It's like, oh, yeah, you're good.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure that you've passed up every other vaccination before this.
Right.
Like in the Bible, it says specifically no COVID shots, but mumps and rubella, go for it.
But if you're just a super logic guy who like gets down, knows how to play the crowd, just gets down on one knee and proposes and gets you like, yeah, it's against my religion. I can't do it.
I'll make any excuse for anything. I don't give a shit. I just love running scams.
Dude, same, man.
I love running scams, man. That's why I'm good at comedy. Because what made me a good criminal as a younger man has made me a good comic as an older man.
Love a good grift.
I love, yeah.
Oh, it's the
That's like one of my
best.
favorite things to do is one person in the room knows that, because you don't know me. You don't know that I'm fucking, I'll keep a straight face. Like Matt Delgado, he's my favorite to have because he just knows I'm fucking with everybody and he can sense the uncomfortable tension in the room.
Yeah.
Right? Was I telling you that the other day? Was I telling you that yesterday
No, I
about
don't
that
think so.
story when I was in, maybe I wasn't telling you that. I was in L.A. Oh, yeah, I was in L.A. at the Comedy Chateau for a comedy contest, and this fucking guy walks in, and he's like, so it's 3-minute sets, right? And I was like, it's 5. He's like, oh, I thought it was 3. Now I'm starting to think maybe. I was like, go ask the owner. Don't bring that fucking negativity in here, bro. He's just like, he gets out. I was fucking with him.
Yeah.
And then another dude comes up. He's like, you guys want to see it? It's an old guy. He's like, you guys want to see a magic trick? Comes up to Matt and Aldo and I. And I was like, oh, you're not going to whip your cock out again, are you, sir? he just looks at me. He's like, and he goes into his trick, bro. I respected it because he didn't acknowledge. He like looked at me and then went into his.
He didn't let it falter him.
But Matt was just like, what the fuck?
You know, I used to, like, in college, I would go to Borders and buy a textbook instead of going, because like the school shop didn't let you return anything.
Okay.
So I would go to the Borders, get the textbook, and then make a bunch of copies of that textbook. And then I would go to the school store and wait for somebody to try to pick up that textbook and be like, yo, I got it for 50% off.
Well, you're literally
And I would
like,
just sell, I would
were-
just fucking sell bootleg
there with a
textbooks.
trench coat, like, what do you need?
that's fire.
Yeah.
You're basically that's like what I do when I want to find a book. I'm like, I'm not trying to pay $50 for this book, like, but you can find the PDF on Google a
Yeah,
lot of the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
That's what you were before
Dude,
that existed.
Our books were like 125 a pop and shit.
Yeah.
They're more than that too now.
They-
You know,
yeah,
like
they were-
way more than
they
that.
were
dude,
hell expensive.
ridiculous, dude. College textbooks.
For no reason.
But that's crazy because like I've spent so much money on like buying like I always click on the ads. They know what I want. It's always like courses like find out how to like there's one for comedy like how to get more bookings. This I was like that looks useful. $50, sure, let's do it. But like people won't do that shit for the most part. They're like you'll talk to like bro, take a course, read a book. But college they'll do it, spend like 10x the amount, like
Exactly.
and then bitch about it and see everyone else has been like yeah this shit's a scam. But there's like I still gotta go do it, you know, make my mom happy. Like,
Yeah,
dude.
or they'll do it if it's like oh, Gabriel Iglesias is teaching this class. It's like, yeah, but here's the thing: you're probably not gonna become Gabriel Iglesias. Like, there's only like
right. Well, those people
only
are
50 people that are in that tier.
those people are so like Gabriel Iglesias is out of touch with somebody who would be just starting out.
Exactly.
You need like a mentor.
So they won't trust me.
Yeah, like he's
they
like
won't take it from me. But it's like this has been my only job for 5
Fuck,
years,
yeah.
and you got to become DJ Sandhu before you can become Bill Burr.
Exactly. People think they're going to step right into
Bill
that.
Burr used to be at this level.
what the
Chappelle
fuck?
used to be at this level.
What the fuck do they know about social media? They don't. They already had a brand before that shit blew up.
Exactly.
You know, like they're on a different wavelength. But
Yeah.
like,
So all they had to do was start an account, and then people went and found them.
Exactly. It's a way
I used
different
to-
route.
Yeah.
I used to teach a class. Like I had an online course for like how to become a best-selling author. There's two ways to do it. You do it if like you just slap your brand on there. If you already have a brand, like that's just gonna sell. Those people probably didn't even write it most of the time.
Most of the time, no.
No, but like if you're not that person, here's what you got to do. If you're a nobody, it's like there's two different routes to doing that.
Yeah.
Type of thing, and one is a lot harder than the other.
Yeah, or I mean, just write something racist and then
Yeah, just controversial.
that's it.
Yeah, and then that's it.
Dude, I mean, this is like Eminem, 50 Cent. Like, there's all these rappers that like they made it big because as soon as they came out, all they did was talk shit about every rapper on the scene.
Yeah.
And then all their fans would be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe he said that about Busta Rhymes." Ugh. And then
Stir up controversy.
Right, dude. When I get stuck in those conversations when people are like, "Did you see what he said?" I'm like, "Oh, here we go. I know that this isn't going anywhere productive."
Yeah, exactly.
'Cause I'm not. That's why I like roasting in comedy. But I like the what got me into. I wouldn't say got me into, but one of my favorite things I ever watched because I don't watch a lot of stand up was like the Comedy Central roasts.
Yeah.
I was like, I love those. I would love
Did
to
you watch
do
the
one of
Donald
those.
Trump one?
Oh yeah.
Phenomenal.
Oh,
So
dude.
good.
Phenomenal.
So good.
Dude, when the situation bombs his dick off.
But I think I
Yeah,
don't,
that's
and I don't
really
know.
rough to watch.
Anthony Jeselnik goes, "Sitch, great job, by the way."
You just know because it's him.
It's the tone of voice. It's the delivery. It's
Yeah.
the
He goes, "Sitch, your name, you're everywhere right now. You've got a cologne, you're in magazines, you're doing like resident DJ spots. Your name's on everything except for a high school diploma."
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm just saying, if you spent half his time reading books as you do fucking bitches, you probably wouldn't have AIDS right now." And like Snoop's laughing and Sitch's like, "Dude, I thought you're my guy." He's like, "It's funny though."
Yeah.
yeah, right.
Right.
And then when he looks over at Donald Trump and he goes like, "You've been such a good sport, like willing to make such a fool of yourself here tonight and in the casino business." He's like, "You know the difference between you and Michael Douglas from the movie Wall Street is no one's gonna cry when you die from cancer." And I was like, "Fuck, this isn't even jokes.
Just tearing
He's
into a
just
person's soul.
straight being an asshole, like
Yeah.
very directly."
Jeselnik is one of my like inspirations when I got into comedy. I just love his joke writing because I watched him from the roasts and I was like, who the fuck is this guy? He had the best roasts.
Oh, his
but then you
jokes-
find out like him and Whitney. I saw them doing a podcast. Like they would write they wrote all the jokes for all the people. He's like, how the
Oh
fuck-
yeah,
how the fuck
obviously.
is Snoop Dogg coming up with these bangers like this?
Oh yeah, no way. There's no way.
Yeah, Martha Stewart just crushing.
When Martha Stewart and then what was her name from Brady Bunch? She played Marsha on Brady Bunch.
I know you're talking. I
I
know
know
what
you're talking.
about.
I don't remember her
Yeah, I can't.
actual
I
name.
keep thinking about Winnie, fucking Danica McKellar, but it's not her. She did one too, I think. But like all these people, it's like they're like, "Oh, see, comedy's not that hard." Martha Stewart. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
Martha Stewart's writers nailed it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it was the writers like Jeselnik and they were the writers for it. Like they were the main writers.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, they were like the head of the writers' room for it,
Yeah.
I think. And then they're like, my guess is like, we'll put you on the show, get you some press. And you're on this show because it's like, who's Anthony Jeselnik? Who's Whitney Cummings? And then like then they started really
not
coming
to the
out.
masses like that. Yeah,
But those guys have been also doing comedy for probably 10 plus years before they get a break
yeah.
like that too. It's like you don't understand
absolutely.
either. There's a lot of time that goes into that shit. It's huge. But the other thing about those roasts too that I think was a little faulty listening to them talk about it is like they cut the clips too, so the audience laughter on like jokes that they're doing like it's not lined up. With,
No, not at all.
No.
It's all the magic of Hollywood.
Ann Coulter was on there. I thought she had some okay jokes, but like they made it look like she did fucking ate shit. But I was like, she had some good jokes, but like people weren't laughing.
Yeah.
But I think they did that.
they
on
doctored
purpose.
it up a little bit. Yeah,
Because that's what she came out and said. I'm like, well, I could see that. Because fucking the media is liberal as fuck. So anything that's conservative is like,
Oh yeah,
fuck
absolutely.
you.
Yeah.
But that's fucking hilarious.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's Ann
And
Coulter.
if you're Ann Coulter, you gotta know that this is gonna be a setup coming
exactly.
Maybe they don't.
in. You
know.
gotta know that.
And,
Like,
the
then again,
situation.
she is a stupid twat. So
Yeah.
so yeah, maybe she just walks right into the trap thinking like,
Yeah,
oh,
thinking
I
that
finally get
it's
to
a-
speak my voice.
I'm being heard.
Like,
Sign this paperwork.
there.
hilarious.
Gloss over this section.
That's incredible, man. I would.
They should have Candace Owens on the next one.
God,
That would be great.
no.
That'd be fire.
That would be great.
Horrendous.
That would be amazing,
That
dude.
would go over so bad.
It'd be a great, dude.
That
Great television.
I would watch that just for that alone.
all of my like I would love to be the writer for her because every one of my jokes would have been like she's actually talking shit about herself and not because she's such a narcissist that she doesn't even know. She just wants attention. She doesn't give a fuck what.
Oh yeah,
It
how
kind of
does-
seems
yeah.
like any of those people that have a platform to do that. Like
like
my
Tommy
algorithm,
Larry.
my algorithm is definitely more conservative leaning. So I'm like, oh, you're making a lot of good points, but you're also monetizing off of all this shit. And there's an agenda. Like, I think it's hilarious with the dude who will go to the college campuses and like put like change my mind. What's his name? Steven.
I don't know his actual name. I just know
Oh,
he's the
he's
change my mind guy.
He's a piece of shit though, isn't he?
Yeah,
Was he
exactly.
like a
But-
rapist or some shit.
Oh, that's what the liberals go to.
Here we go.
Anytime.
He's like a pedo or some shit.
It wouldn't surprise me, but that's
He
the fastest one to throw out at somebody though. Just to be like,
there was an actual story. Like he actually like caught a case or something like that.
Yeah.
Andrew Tate
I'll
caught a
look it up.
case, bro. But he's the greatest guy I've ever seen. online.
Honestly, I don't even know who Andrew Tate is.
That doesn't surprise me.
I have no idea who this guy is. I just hear his name all the time. I don't know what the fuck he does.
Yeah, I like him. He speaks a lot of truth to power, but like
Wait, isn't he the dude that just got caught for human trafficking?
exactly. See, but he's off. It was a fucking thing they threw out. It's a psyop.
That's what he believes.
I don't know.
Dude, I don't know either.
I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know the guy. I
Right.
can't fucking.
You're
I
right.
can't speak either way.
But
like, I don't know what he does.
But you say, isn't he the guy who did this? Like one allegation like that is fucking. That's even
no,
when
but
you
he
even when
got,
you beat
like-
it.
But he got charged, didn't he?
No.
They brought him in.
No, they detained him for like 6 months because Romanian like rules are different.
Yeah.
but like he's out.
He's out. He's on like I think they detained
Oh,
him.
and I
I
saw
think he's
it-
still on house arrest.
And I saw a rap video that he made, and I was like, this guy needs to be locked up.
Oh,
for
that
sure.
video is horrible. That's
was
the
bad.
worst song I've ever heard in my life.
That was scarily bad. That
It's
was
really, really bad. It's really, really like
must have to-
cringy.
It's like how if you wanted to be a rapper, you got just like comedy, you have to overcome those bad days of like, But music, you don't have to put it out.
you don't have to.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't have to.
But like, you also don't
Produced
know.
it and
I
everything.
mean, you got to put the hours.
Like
in.
I always was biased. Like when I have friends who would drop mixtapes or something, where some of them like, I think this is good, but, and some is like, fuck no, turn that off. But my true test would be like sitting in the car with you. You don't know who this guy is. I just turn the music and see what you say about her. If you say anything, if you don't say anything, it's probably okay.
don't do that with your shit though, man. That's fucked up.
I used to do that.
That's fucked up. Do it with somebody else's.
first-
but like, if
my
you
first-
throw it on me, what do you think about this? And
No,
I'm
no,
like,
no,
Yo, this
don't
is
say-
trash. I'm like, fuck, man, you just tricked me into talking shit about you to your face. That's not fair.
No, but don't ask for the opinion. Just like when I used to drive Lyft and Uber, I used to do a podcast. Like I would just like do it into my phone. Didn't have like video and all that, but I would read a book and then review the book. And I was playing my podcast while I was like driving people around. People were like, oh, have you read that book? Oh, it's a really good one. But it's me on the fucking
Oh no shit.
yeah, talking about the book, just to see like that's what I wanted feedback, but I don't want the biasness of feedback.
Right.
Because like I'm in comedy, bro. If you go up there and do a shit job, I mean, we could always do a shit job, but we're trying new stuff, but still probably not gonna be that shitty.
No, I know with a 90% certainty about whether or not, like, exactly how this, like, I'll know that this is gonna hit on a 2 or an 8 or like,
right. We have awareness of that.
I'll know. Like my Damar Hamlin joke, like it kept doing better than I wanted it. I was trying to get booed off stage, and it kept doing better than
the joke just had a heartbeat and it just wouldn't stop fighting.
And I just needed to figure out how to flatline it, and I finally figured it out. And I was like, there we go. Now we got it.
Yeah.
And I got booed heavy.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's it. I just had to switch a couple words around, and I had to change my pacing a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like every time I did it, like I spent the whole week trying to get this booed, and every time it got closer and closer, so it got less and less funny each time until it finally got the boo that I wanted. I was like, there we go. Like
Perfection.
I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, and then when I have that one where I'm like, yo, this is gonna be a banger, and it just doesn't really land, I'm like,
That's always so heartbreaking.
no, I love that, because now I'm like, cool, now I got something to work on.
Yeah.
Like now I can actually sit around and think.
You're like,
and
this is still
challenge
this
myself.
is funny to me. How do I make it funny to you?
Because the problem is, like, I don't speak English. They speak English. I speak comedy, and I need to translate it from comedy into English.
That's a really good point.
So there's so much shit that you can say in a green room that would never work on
Yeah,
stage.
exactly. It's like I forget who said it, but it's like you have to change your mind when you're talking to people that aren't comedians, because it's just like, you think differently.
Dude, it's so hard to turn off.
Yeah.
It's so hard, man. Especially if I've been on the road for like 3 months straight.
Yeah, talking to nothing but comedians.
Coming
And
back
everything
to-
goes, and
and then I
like
go to, like, a
everything's
wedding.
funny. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like talking to a grandma and
talk
I'm
to
like,
the everyman.
fuck, man.
That was when we went to my friend's bachelor party.
Yeah.
He's like, he sent me this long text, just like I got fucking blacked out. He's just like, everything was just a fucking bit to you. He's like, we couldn't have a real conversation. I was like, I thought I was just being me. This is what you wanted.
Thought we're just having a good time.
You said I should do comedy. What I was gonna say is, I'm not gonna give you the fist bump if your set sucks, because that's fake. You know, like I'm not. I might give you, if I care about you.
I'll give you a fist bump, but I won't say good job.
I won't give anything, bro.
So it'll be like, that's it, and it'll be you tried.
That's all. That's all he
You know
did to me.
what you did.
That's all he did to me last night, dude.
No, first of all, I gave you a brilliant tagline.
Oh yeah, I
That was a good
I
tag.
might try it tonight.
Yeah.
I might try it tonight. It's good. It needs to be a little polished to make it fit the wording, right? Like, it's my own dumbass fault, something like that.
It has to say my ass fault. It's my ass fault.
But that's not. Nobody says that though.
But you got to. It's gonna be an inflection thing.
Sure.
So it's gonna be like, I tried to blame somebody else, but I mean they knew it was my ass fault.
It was their own ass fault.
Okay.
I don't know.
With that being said, let's wrap this up. Thank you for coming on to the podcast. I appreciate it, man.
All right.
Taking time out of your day before the show.
Now I'm gonna take a nap.
Well, we're all staying in the same house. So.
Well, I mean, either way.
Um,
Well,
and
that's been the Funny Truth podcast.
yeah, right.